Hey there, peepers. And this subject is a part of the series of the state of the gay community. And this topic is gay marriage. Okay, now we're going to start off on the first thing. You know, the problem with that was, first of all, a lot of people don't realize that the big argument wasn't about gay people having the same rights and all this and all that. Is heterosexual couples who are in a holy union. It was about the term calling it marriage. Baby, I don't care what you call it. Okay, but if I devote my life to this one person, I'm committed to this. But yes, I want the same rights as a heterosexual person. Okay, but what you call it, you can go foo-foo deglo for all I care. I don't care what you call it. Just give me the same rights. Okay, and see, somewhere along the line we got wrapped up in terminology. And I kind of agree with the straight people. Don't get it twisted. It's not the same thing. You know, it's not the same thing. Gay marriage and straight marriage is not the same thing. Two men literally hitching up and two women hitching up and a man and a woman hitching up is not the same thing. And it doesn't matter if, you deal with the Bible and you can see the cross on my chest, you can see the cross. But, I believe in the premise of Christianity, but that's a whole other series. But I don't believe in, the effigies. When I look at, the symbol of the cross and this poor Jesus hanging, what I want to be, like, paying homage to his, but that's a whole other story. But anyway, it's like you have to think, in lines of compromise. And the compromise is that it's not the same thing. It goes to the line of it is what it is. It is what it is. And the fact is, it's not the same thing. You want the same rights. And people and mainstream America is not saying, okay, we not saying, you devoted and you living in a happy home and you're good people and you're raising family, you're doing these little new nuclear families and things and such, and and it's wonderful, and that's wonderful and everything. But it's not the same thing. Don't get it twisted. And that's not hard to that's not hard to respect. Like, why does the gay community find that hard to respect? Especially if they're willing to grant you your rights and say, okay, we're going to give you the same rights. If you want to call it a gay union or whatever you want to call it, it don't matter. As long as you get the same rights. And I think the gay community needs to stop being so damn nitpicky. Stop being so bitchy about shit. Stop being so nitpicky and bitchy. As long as you get the same rights as everybody else, deal with it. And honestly, I think that the gay community needs to step up. If you want gay marriage, you just step up and you start to, treat your community. You need to do it 2 times better than what the heterosexual community does. You don't need to do the same lines. Honey, I might look at some of the stuff and, just look at gay dating. Bitch, you got a new husband. My baby dad and my husband. Y'all make up and break up every 2 weeks. You got a new man every other week. The court systems don't want to deal with that foolishness, girl. Everybody say they together for a year and they want a house. Bitch, we all be broke. Everybody half. And that's just a floodgate waiting to open. I mean, if you look at the problems that heterosexual couples have, honey, I'm problems. I'd rather just, be with your ass, honey, and we be committed, and we can sign some documentations and things and stuff amongst ourselves. I don't really need all that. Because there's a lot of straight couples out there that don't need it themselves. They're saying that I don't need to go down to the county courthouse for them to tell me that I'm committed, I'm devoted to this person. I don't need to go up into the church house for them to tell me that I'm committed, I'm devoted to this person. What do I need them to put their stamp of approval on it? They ain't got to live with me. They ain't got to deal with this person. They ain't going to have to be through sickness and health. They ain't going to be to monitor me and watch me and make sure that I do all the things that I say that I'm going to do. They don't uphold it. Shit. There's more there's more emphasis put on your qualifications to drive a motor vehicle than to court someone or to enter into a union where there's the potential to have children and mixed funds and so many things that could go wrong if the two aren't serious about it. So why don't we take it so more seriously? And then we wonder why we have so many problems. Look at the divorce rate among straight people. I don't want that as a reflection of the gay community. I know our divorce rate would be off the charts, honey. So they're really saving us. They're really saving us from a whole lot of confusion and rigmarole and foolishness. You know, so I think this really needs to think about that. I mean, just get the rights, you know, forget what they call it. You know, they can call it bubblegum, watermelon. I don't care. Just give me the same rights. And then once you have the same rights, you're all good. You know, I mean, we need to grow up as a community. We need to be like, okay, because you need to take it from the black community. We ain't get everything we want, get the way we want it, but we're free. And we got the same rights. I don't give a shit what you call it, as long as we get the same rights. And we got it. And we didn't squabble over names or what you was going to call it or how's that. Just give you the same rights. So, you know, gay community grow out to stop getting to stick out your asses on it. Plain and simple. Comments, opinions.